So, I'm back with another video, and yeah, I suppose this is just back to normal, really. Just got some records to show, things I've been listening to, enjoying, things that I'm definitely keeping, and yeah, there's a playlist to go with it, and yeah, I think it's up to 21 tracks, so yeah, it was definitely time to make a video. Yeah, so a few of these you've seen before, but I think there's only 6 LPs out of the ones, you know, that small collection that I showed from last weekend. But yeah, I mean, the reason that I went to that shop was because the guy had actually phoned me up. He'd left an answer phone message saying he'd got a small collection of 7-inch singles, and he wondered if I'd be interested. It was sort of all funk and disco and less obvious stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's why I headed over, really. I'd not been there for a while, and yeah, as soon as I got to the shop, he basically presented me with this box of records. There was about 60 odd in there, and just said he wanted 25 quid, and I had a flick through, and there was some interesting looking stuff in there, and yeah, more importantly, there wasn't that much that was definitely terrible. Plenty of things that I didn't know that could be interesting, and yeah, so I mean, I sort of got off to a good start, really. And to be honest, I'm not keeping that many. I've definitely got my money's worth. I've enjoyed listening to them all, and I could probably have picked out most of the ones that I'm keeping. But there's no fun in that, is there? So yeah, these are the ones that I'm happiest with, really. So this is Mano Dibango. This is a single from '76, Big Blow. The B-side is a Loco Party, which is probably the tune that I prefer. This is an instrumental track. I think both tracks are on his album from that year, Afrovision. This is probably the pick of the lot, to be honest. This is Janet K, You Bring the Sun Out, from '82. This is produced by Jackie Me Too. And yeah, and there's this instrumental on the B-side of his, which is Jackie's Rockers, which again is probably the one that I probably prefer that over the Janet K tune, really. This is Miami, Funk It Up, from '75. Didn't know them. They just did one LP. They are from Miami. Warp 9, Light Years Away. This is an electro tune from '83, really. And it's the dub version on the B-side, which I prefer. There's sort of less vocals on that. I mean, some sort of electro tunes, like the vocal does sound quite dated now. So if there's a dub version and there's less vocal, it's better for me. And then there was these 2 Willie Colon singles, and yeah, She Don't Know I'm Alive and Set Fire to Me. And I mean, he's a pretty well-known and prolific sort of salsa artist and trombone player, been, you know, putting stuff out since the mid to late 60s. These are both from '86, and by this point he's pretty much putting out dance tunes, or certainly he's putting out records with remixes and dub versions, which are sort of early informed by early house music, really, and they're really good. Yeah, so this has got a dub version on the B-side. The 12-inch single has got another version which is longer, and I'd probably like to get that, to be honest. This one, Set Fire to Me, has got 2 edited versions on this 7-inch single. I've already got this on the 12-inch version. This is the one that you want, to be honest, because this has got the Inferno dub, which is 10 minutes long, which is just a remarkable piece of music. Yeah, this is highly thought of, I think. Lots of comments on Discogs singing its praises, and I think there's like 7,000 people got it in their want list, or a version of this single anyway. Yeah, so but I mean, I'm pleased to get this 7-inch. It's sort of something different, isn't it? And then yeah, so some of these LPs. So yeah, this Victor Feldman album was lovely. I mean, just sort of yeah, very relaxing jazz, I guess. Which I think at the moment, if I want to listen to jazz, I don't want to be challenged by it. If I'm looking for something that's challenging, I'm not making a beeline for a jazz record. If I want something that's just easy on the ears and kind of a delight to listen to, this is the sort of record I want. And he's a UK artist, I didn't realise. On Contemporary from '58. Yeah, this was the John Renard album. He was actually from Leeds. Did 2 albums. This was his first from 1970. Yeah, and then he was tragically killed in a car accident. So he only made those 2 LPs, both on this label Tradition. Neither of them have been reissued, so this is the only pressing of this album. When I find records and there's literally there's one pressing and it's the one that you've got, it does make it a little bit more special. Yeah, not much of this is on YouTube. This tune, Go From My Window, is. Yeah, I mean, if you like delicate folk music, I would highly recommend this. Pentangle, yeah, enjoyed this a lot. Yeah, I didn't realise this was their last LP, actually. They called it a day after this. So this was their 6th in '72. Probably prefer the songs where Jackie McShea is doing vocals, but it's all good. Yeah, Don Ellis Big Band. This was the only one that I'm keeping, and I'm keeping it for one song, which is Eli's Coming, which I hadn't realised is obviously a cover version of the Laura Nyro tune, which is on this record. This is Eli and the 13th Confession from '68. And yeah, this one's from '69. I mean, I'm not saying that this version is better than the original, but it's got a lot about it. I mean, it's pretty much instrumental. Well, it is instrumental for its entirety, apart from the last minute, I'd say, when there's Patty Allen comes in with a vocal take, and yeah, it's a lovely tune. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, this one was new on me. So the Nightlighters. This album's from '72. This is a probably early 2000s, late 90s repress, glossy sleeve, reproduction label that just doesn't look quite right. It sounds okay. Yeah, so they did 3 LPs. This is their 3rd. Yeah, and it's Harvey Fuqua. He was like a songwriter and an executive for Motown. Not someone I'm familiar with, but probably should be. Yeah, this has got some good stuff on it. It's not all great, but some of it's great. Afro Strut is really strong, so yeah, pleased to get that. And then, yeah, I got this Madeline Bell album. So I think this is her debut release in America. This is her 2nd LP from '69 in the UK. I'd love to get the record of this. Don't know if you can see, but that album there is her debut from the UK. Bells Are Poppin'. That's '67. So this album has got a lot of that first UK LP. I can't remember. There's the 13 tracks there, and 8 of them are on the debut from the UK, which I haven't got. So I'm really pleased to get this. I mean, it's all great. Mercy, 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 I think was the single, and yeah, that's the one I went for on the playlist. It's on this Philips label. Buddy Miles. Yeah, he's a drummer, and he played with Hendrix. So I've learnt something there. What else? And he was in the band The Electric Flag. Loads of others that I hadn't heard of. This is from '76, and it's good. I think someone left a comment sort of saying there was a bit of a P-Funk influence and Sly Stone in places, and yeah, maybe some of it, not all of it. But yeah, I'm definitely keeping this. Where You're Gonna Run To is the one that I went for. Not particularly influenced by Sly Stone or Funkadelic or anything like that. But yeah, again, not all the tracks were on YouTube, I don't think. But yeah, for a cheap record, this is worth getting. Same with this one, Nitro. Like I was saying last time, produced by Norman Whitfield. Played this again this evening. Yeah, I like it. I think is it the last track that I was... Yeah, Orbit of the Sun is the one that I've gone for. Yeah. Yeah, so this was a 12-inch single. So this is Caroline Crawford, Coming On Strong. This is from 78. Yeah, so this is basically Hamilton Bohannon, just with Caroline Crawford on vocals, and it's yeah, it's an absolute winner. So yeah, I was really pleased to get that. And then yeah, I got this record. Now I nearly didn't pick this up, to be honest. And then I sort of had another look, and I sort of thought I felt like I recognised it. So I don't know if someone's shown it recently. Yeah, Warriors. Rinder and Lewis, I guess it is, or is it Rinder and Lewis? I'm not sure. Yeah, they're like a disco production duo from LA. This is their second LP from '79. I think they did 3. On the strength of this, I would definitely pick up the other 2. This is... I don't know. It's kind of like... I really like the production and I like the sounds. I'm not always totally sold on the vocals. Harlem Shuffle, which is the cover of that tune, is probably my favourite. Blue Steel's also good, but it's definitely like that's a bit of a different vibe to the rest of the LP. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a great sleeve, and pleased to get this. It was cheap. Yeah, this was not cheap. This is Atmosphere Extra Special. Yeah, this is from '82. Paid up a bit for this, but I'm really pleased that I did. This is a bit of a sort of transitional record for them by the sounds of it. It's sort of like the first time that they'd sort of adopted a bit more of an 80s dance floor sound rather than sort of jazz funk that they were known for. Amazing tune. There's 2 versions of it. There's the wet mix and dry mix. I think it's the dry mix that I'm most into. And then yeah, I've got this album. This is Ozzo, Museum of Mankind. To be honest, this is their second LP. I got this one at the same time, actually. I think this is their 4th LP, which I'd never seen before. This is from '83. This is from '78. This is their debut. This is a really great record. This is this from '77 then? 76. Wow. This was a £5. Yeah, I mean, you get an idea of what this is like just looking at the band photo, don't you? There is another album. I forget the name now, which comes after this one, I think, and there is only one pressing of it. It's never been repressed. There's literally just one LP version, and that's just difficult to find and goes for a bit of money. Yeah. Now, what tune did I go for? Night of the Black Mamba. Yeah, first track on side B. Yeah, and then a few sort of more synth-based things. So this is Andrew Poppy. This is a 12-inch single from '86, and yeah, it's 32 frames, drummed up. So it's a reworking of a track from his debut, and then there's this tune, The Impossible Net, on the B-side. This was just a random pickup, and it is, I mean, this is a great record. I would highly recommend this. The B-side's about 12 minutes long, a bit more experimental. The A-side is just an amazing sort of lavishly produced sort of synth tune with sort of orchestration and horns and all sorts going on. I mean, I don't know whether it's all live or not, but yeah, I'm really pleased to get this. And then yeah, there was a couple of library LPs that I sort of stumbled into. Yeah, so this first one is, I think Delta is the name of the album. They're both on Music to Wolf, both from '82, I think. Yeah, so this is Unit 9, and there was literally a box of them, and so I didn't have much time. So colourful melodic pieces for electronic synthesizers played by Unit 9. So I thought this sounds promising. Looked it up, and someone had left a comment saying that this Anthony Hobson is actually an alias for Trevor Bastow. And so that's the brother of Jeff Bastow. And I showed this recently, and I was, really, really pleased with this. This has got a Spen Valley connection, so obviously, so is this, because it's his brother. I enjoy it quite a lot. I mean, it's not all amazing, but some of it's amazing. This tune, Pi, is definitely worth checking out. And yeah, and then this is another one on the same label, Melodious Thunk. Yeah, I mean, I just read this and thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. I've been playing this one this evening, and lots of good things on it, to be honest. Maybe there's more on this one that I'm into than that Unit 9 one. Velvet Mousetrap is the one that I've gone for. Yeah, so really pleased with those. There you go. Cheers.